So this is the first part of my video on ordering in the bar or the cafe or even the restaurant. Just go through some vocabulary and we're going to look at food in this part and then drink in the second part. Okay, so au snack bar, and we have un garçon, a waiter. And garçon's a little bit of an old way of calling a waiter. It's I suppose it just means boy, come here. But they still use it in some places in France. Or we could have une serveuse, feminine, waitress, un serveur, a waiter, masculine, obviously. And then some food. Un sandwich au jambon, un sandwich au fromage. Or un sandwich au jambon et fromage. Notice here we've got au here. Can you tell me what jambon and fromage is? Is it masculine or feminine? Well, I hope you said masculine because a and le together, squish together and become au. So a sandwich with ham or cheese. Okay. If it was feminine, it would be à la. So if it was with tomatoes, à la tomate. And if it was plural, we'd have an X on the end as well. Okay. Right. So un sandwich au jambon, un sandwich au fromage. Un hamburger. Now remember that although it looks the same in English, you have to try and pronounce it with a French accent. Un hamburger. Okay. Une salade. Une salade. And we can add on une salade verte. Qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Oui, c'est vrai. C'est a green salad. Or une salade mixte. Qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Oui, c'est a mixed salad. Très bien. Okay. Une pizza. And again, we can put the au here. Une pizza au fromage. So a cheese pizza. Une pizza au jambon. If we're doing a pineapple pizza, une pizza à l'ananas. Okay, so just be careful your au, à la, al, and ou. If you're not sure how they work, have a look at my video on that. Les spaghetti. Les spaghetti. Les frites, or les pommes frites. You could put pomme in there if you want to. Don't need to. Les frites, it's fine. And le fruit, fruit. Or du fruit, some fruit. Now, because this is masculine, when we want to say some, we put de, plus the le, and they squish together and they become du. Now, we're going to have a look at that a little bit later on. If you want to say some, when it's masculine, you put du before the noun. Du fruit. Oh, sorry. Du fruit. Ok, bien, on continue. Ok, qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Relis les mots en français avec l'anglais. Qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Un serveur, une serveuse. Qu'est-ce que c'est un sandwich? Qu'est-ce que c'est un hamburger? Une salade? Rapidement, tu fais une pause et puis on corrige. Bon, d'accord. J'espère que vous avez les réponses. Une ou un serveur, serveuse, a waiter, waitress, un sandwich, hamburger, une salad, une pizza. Now these ones are really easy ones, but just thinking about the pronunciation. So sandwich, hamburger, salad, pizza. This one's easy as well. Les spaghetti, et les frites, et le fruit. Ok, on continue. Ok, écoute le dialogue. Oui, madame, monsieur, vous désirez? Je voudrais un hamburger et une portion de frites, s'il vous plaît. Et vous, que voulez-vous? Et toi, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Je voudrais une salade et du fruit, s'il vous plaît. Ok, qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Vous pouvez traduire qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Oui, monsieur, madame, vous désirez. Have a little think, pause now, and then we'll go over the answers. Okay, bien, so hopefully you said, oui, monsieur, madame, yes, sir, madam, sir, what would you like? Now this vous is the formal way of saying it, or plural, so plural and formal. Vous désirez, what would you like? Literally, what do you desire? Je voudrais, common phrase to be using when you're going to a restaurant or cafe or bar. I would like, je voudrais, un hamburger, une portion de frites, s'il vous plaît. So hamburger and some chips, please. Une portion, a portion. Et vous, que voulez-vous? Now this time I put two versions for you to have a look at. Et vous, que voulez-vous? So if there's more than one person, the waiter might say, and you, what would you like? Que voulez-vous? Or if we're doing it in the informal version, we could say, et toi, qu'est-ce que tu veux? And you, what do you want? What would you like? We might translate it as. So note the difference. This one's the formal, and this one's the informal. Je voudrais une salade et du fruit, s'il vous plaît. And I've also given you the informal, s'il te plaît. So s'il vous plaît, if it's formal, please. And s'il te plaît, if it's informal, please. Okay? Bien, now you have a little go and maybe you can make up your own dialogue. Bon, let's have a look at that du, de la, de, des, which in this case means some, but sometimes it can mean other things. De literally means of or from, but in this case it means some. So as we said before, if it's masculine, if the word's masculine, we put the de plus the le and it squishes them together and becomes du. So pain, for example, is le pain, masculine. So if we want to say some bread, we put du pain. So de plus a le changes to du pain. And we've had the example du fruit already. Now, if you only know it's un, we know that that's masculine as well. So in the form, it would change to le. So un is a masculine a or an, and le is a masculine the. Okay. So if you've only seen the un form, you can transform it back to le, or you know it's masculine, so you know that it would have du. Okay. Bien. The feminine, de la. So de la stays exactly the same actually. So de la, e.g. de la glace, some ice cream. Again, if you've got une, which is the feminine a or an, you know that it's feminine, so we can have la at the beginning, and you know that it should be de la if you want to say some. Okay, and then L apostrophe, when it's got a vowel after it. Again, it stays the same, de plus L apostrophe. So, for example, de l'eau minérale, some mineral water. Okay, so then we know that it's got a vowel, and if it's un or une, well, generally it's un before a vowel, we know that it will be L apostrophe when we're doing it in this format. Okay, and then finally, if you want to do plurals, so if you want to say sandwiches or spaghetti or whatever you're going to put, you put de plus les, changes to des, and then we've got des spaghetti, which is some spaghetti, or des sandwiches, some sandwiches. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's masculine or feminine, the les is always the plural form. Okay. Bien, okay, so I hope you got the idea of that. Just go through it again if you're not sure. Okay, so fait un dialogue. Personne 1, une est la serveuse, et personne 2 ask for hamburger and spaghetti. And if there's 3 of you, personne 3 ask for chips and fruit. Again, if you're doing this on your own, you can have a go in your head, and then we'll go over the answers in a minute. Okay, so the serveuse would say, que voulez-vous? Or qu'est-ce que tu veux? Or vous désirez? And then you would say, je voudrais un hamburger et des spaghettis. Okay? Or you might say, je voudrais une portion de frites et du fruit. Or un fruit, a fruit. C'est possible. Okay, so I hope you got the idea of that. We can have a little look at the present tense before we pause this video and then move on to drinks. So you may know the present tense already. So this is used for things that you use that are happening now or that you do regularly. So I play football. I'm playing football now. I eat hamburgers. I'm eating a hamburger now. I play football on Saturdays. Those would always use the present tense. Now in French there are 3 sorts of verbs. ER verbs ending in ER, IR verbs ending in IR, and RE verbs ending in RE. And these ones here are regular verbs. Okay, now in English, these are called, and in French as well, are called infinitives. In English, they all start with to. So this is to speak, but ends in ER. To sell, ends in RE. To finish, ends in IR. So in English, they all begin with to. In French, they all end in ER, IR, or RE. Okay, so how do we form it? Well, we take the present tense, to form the present tense, we take the infinitive, so these verbs here, and then we take off the ER, IR, and RE, and we're left with what's called the stem. And then we add the following endings. So if we took the verb parler, for example, for the first 3, we've got je parle, tu parles, il, elle, on parle. Okay, so we've taken the ER off and put an E back, ER off, put ES, ER off and put an E. Okay, so that's for the ER verbs. But manger, how do you think manger might go? So pause it now, have a think, and I'll go over the answers. So you should have said je mange, for I eat. You should have said tu manges. Notice this pronunciation is the same even though there's an S on the end of this one. So this follows the same pattern as parler. And then he, she, it meets, or we eat. Il, elle, on mange. Remember that on can be we eat as well. So we can use that one. Okay, so that's the I, you, he, she, and it, and the we, general we one. Nous parlons, vous parlez, il, elle parle. Can you note what's happened to these ones to get the endings? Well, that's right. So we take the ER off and put ONS for the we, the normal we part. EZ on the NT instead of ER. And then the ER off and add ENT. Notice you don't pronounce the NT on this. So il, elle parle. Okay, so it's pronounced exactly the same as these three here. Je parle, tu parles, il, elle, on parle, il, elle parle. Okay? Right, so how would we do manger then? Well, this first one's the only one that's irregular. We say nous mangeons. The reason we put the E in there, we'll keep the E, is to keep the je sound for manger. Okay, so our verb is manger. We need to keep the je sound. If we had no E there, it would be nous mangeons. But we've got to keep the je sound, so we say nous mangeons. Okay. Then the rest are regular, so the you plural form, or you eat. Vous mangez, again, it could be the formal form as well. And then the they form, they eat. Il or elle mange. Okay. So I hope you got the hang of that. Rewind it back if you're not sure, or ask questions in class.